Hello, and welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaik, everyone. I want to further develop this basement, and for that, it is necessary to dry it out. And furthermore, in order to thoroughly and completely rebuild this entire floor, this intermediate ceiling is located in a basement under the basement and is constructed with steel beams. I will start removing this floor today in order to completely rebuild it later. If you want to know how I go about it, stay tuned, it's about to start. This room, which is approximately 20 square meters in size, is located on the weather side of the house. A workshop is scheduled to be installed in this area in the near future. For the past 20 years, water has continuously flowed through the walls into this basement because the rainwater pipes were leaking and broken. This has undoubtedly and of course also significantly affected the building's substance. As you can clearly see right here, the steel beams on the floor below are completely and utterly rusted. This basement floor, which is located here, separates the actual basement from another basement below and serves as a barrier to another level. Down here, potatoes, vegetables, and other food items were stored over 100 years ago to preserve them. Due to the significant moisture damage, this whole entire area is not usable. While the rest of the house consists of approximately 60 centimeters to 1 meter thick brick walls, this basement was only built into the ground. From the imprints, one can see that the walls were previously formed here. Afterwards, the area was compacted with sand and cement. Proper brick walls are not found here. The basement ceiling consists of steel beams. In between, concrete was installed, and then everything was plastered. These concrete and steel beams are extremely heavily rusted and corroded due to prolonged exposure to harsh environmental conditions. The steel beams are deteriorating. The room above is not usable, at least not permanently. In order to make it functional and usable, the basement ceiling and the floor of the room above both need to be replaced. Today, I will tear out this basement ceiling, remove it, and then completely rebuild it. Armed with a hammer and chisel, I will remove the stone segments between the steel beams piece by piece, and thus remove the old basement ceiling. I hope that I can make progress with a hammer and chisel and do not need heavy equipment. I will take you along with me. Stay tuned to see how it will all look in the end. Literally. With a hammer and chisel, I have now carefully and meticulously revealed in detail the first area. As you can see, a grid, a reinforcement, has also been integrated alongside the steel beams. The chiseling out with a hammer and chisel works, but it is quite laborious. To elaborate further, for this reason, I will now proceed to utilizing compressed air for this task. In addition to various smaller pneumatic hammers that you can see here, I also have a large pneumatic lance. With this air pressure lance, I have already uncovered the entire old facade of my house. This part is really a hammer, incredibly strong and powerful, but also heavy. I will now try to continue picking at the floor with this long lance and remove the basement ceiling. After a thorough and meticulous investigation, I have successfully uncovered the initial segment of the 3 distinct sections that make up the ceiling. This discovery marks the beginning of a detailed exploration into the structure, which is composed of 3 separate and unique segments. Each segment plays a crucial role in the overall architecture of the ceiling, and understanding the first segment is a significant step forward in our comprehensive analysis. The process involved careful examination and precise identification of the segment's characteristics, ensuring that we have a clear understanding of its role and function within the larger framework. This initial finding sets the stage for further exploration and study of the remaining 2 segments, which are equally important in understanding the complete structure of the ceiling. The steel beams were supported by iron reinforcement, both horizontally and vertically, throughout the structure, ensuring stability and strength. The floor was actually very stable. I didn't expect that. In some places, you can see the bluish color. A lot of cement has been used. It was indeed really very extremely exhausting and incredibly tiring to pick that out. In other places, a strike with the sledgehammer was enough, and large pieces fell down. I will now just create some space down here, and then venture into the next segment. The first first two segments had been uncovered. While the first segment took just under 2 hours, I was occupied with the second segment for over a day. It was so stable that it would certainly have lasted another 1,000 years. Even the technology is slowly reaching its limits. I recently ordered a brand new, high-quality air-powered chisel. By the way, I will link the tools I used below in the info box, so you can buy them directly if needed. I will very carefully and thoroughly take care of the edges first. They also need to be chopped off. After that, the third segment will be tackled. We know it. And indeed, the third segment is also almost finished. I can't shake the feeling that this is less of a potato cellar. It's more of an old air raid shelter. In addition to the steel reinforcement and additional structural support, the ceiling seems to be constructed from pure concrete. But now it's almost done. Just this little piece here in the corner left. It will take me a good 3 to 4 hours. After that, I will be done. It is done. I have completely, thoroughly, and meticulously removed the intermediate ceiling structure and framework. Only the 3 remaining steel beams are still in the wall. Currently, I am still not sure whether I should simply detach the steel beams and treat them against rust, so that they do not rust further. Perhaps I will also uncover the area in the wall. Then I can completely remove the beams. The middle steel beam looks quite good, appearing structural and sturdy. He has also developed a bit of rust, but overall, he still appears to be very stable. In stark contrast to the first steel beam, it is fully rusted in many parts. Next to the large hole, you can also see how the iron, how the steel, has been blown apart. Before the new ceiling can be installed, I first need to dispose of the construction debris, the stones, and the concrete. For this, I will order a container and spend the next day clearing out all this rubble. In the ongoing process of cleaning up the construction site, a significant portion of the debris, which includes various materials such as concrete, wood, and metal, has already been efficiently removed by the dedicated team of workers. This effort is part of a larger initiative to ensure the area is cleared and prepared for the next phase of development. The removal process involves sorting and transporting the debris to designated recycling and disposal facilities, ensuring that environmental standards are met. The team has been working diligently to ensure that the site is safe and ready for future construction activities, demonstrating a commitment to both efficiency and environmental responsibility. Now the container is full, and it's time for a break and a little reflection. As you can clearly see here, there is indeed still quite a bit of the construction debris left. I will also dispose of this in the next few days. Afterwards, I can take care of the steel beams. In the second part of the video, I will show you the installation of the new intermediate ceiling. This time, it will be a ceiling without steel beams. The new ceiling will be constructed with concrete beams. In the meantime, I will also think about how I can dry out this area down here, this basement. As you can indeed see, the floor is extremely wet and the walls are damp. Dewatering from the outside to a depth of over 6 meters is very difficult to achieve. If you want to know how the project continues, how I am installing the workshop here, how I dry out this basement, and how I install the new basement ceiling, subscribe to my channel. then you won't miss any videos. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, Kia o.